Spend a day with me as a single 38-year-old cat woman. People will ask me what's the worst part about being single at your age. Spend a morning with me as a single 38-year-old cat lady. So another reason why I think I am single at 38 is because for a lot of my life I struggled with EDs. A big reason why I think I am still single at 38 is largely because I was raised in purity culture. I know that this person commenting came from a good place, and thank you for saying that. My cats are adorable, I agree. But comments like this, I think, is what makes it embarrassing to admit that you want to be in a relationship, because people insinuate that you don't know how to find fulfillment outside of having a relationship and kids. I'm 38 years old. I've never been married. I've never had children. I have 3 cats in my house. Only 2 of them are mine. But it's another Christmas that is about to come and go where my relationship status is the same.
Don't have children. And sometimes that makes me sad. Oh, it's going to make you sadder when you're about 45. Just got 3 cats already. You might want to go ahead and get another 3.
So to the creator who made that video, I watched your whole video, and I am not sure what your intention or purpose behind making that video was, other than to make a stranger that you don't know on the internet just feel bad about herself. If that was your intention, you succeeded, because I'll be transparent, your video really hurt my feelings. I shared that.
What do you expect, ma'am? You post videos on TikTok publicly. You can't expect that nobody should ever react to your videos just because your feelings get hurt, ma'am.
There is no greater waste of time than trying to justify your actions to people that do not have a life that you want. No. Stop doing it.
I think girls should get their nails and toes done every 2 to 3 weeks. They should always
I think girls should grow an antenna from the center of their head that shoots piping hot plasma that can melt titanium.
I have to agree. Yeah.
Oh, wait, good. That's my point. I don't want a normal one. I want like a high functioning one, like a premier package.
You know what's
Yeah, ma'am, but you're just a normal woman. You have nothing special. Nothing.
interesting to me is how men find women who do masculine things hot.
No, they don't, ma'am. Social media lied to you.
So all men are gay.
When someone told me a crush is just a lack of knowledge, I was startled to my core. And then I realized I've had a lot of crushes. And then I got to know them. And the one thing that people say is, if you really want to stop liking someone, get to know them.
Translation. So she only went after the bad boys, the fuck boys, and once she saw that those guys only want to use her for sex and nothing else, oh, then she realized that their personality is toxic.
So a few videos back, I mentioned the fact that I was dating someone, so here's a little update with that. We're no longer talking.
The frustrating reality is that if you are a woman and you want to date men, you have to accept that you will have to teach them and you will have to hold them accountable.
I don't want the hot guy. It's not about the smart guy. I don't even know if it's about matching my freak anymore. I need you to let me be insane. Oh my God, it's so hot.
I hate when broke men try to talk to me. Oh! I'm crashing out. You don't think I'm special. You really don't. Because if you did, you would not talk to me. You would lock in, okay? Something you're clearly unfamiliar with. You would understand that I deserve gardens. I deserve a princess carriage, a princess castle, and some caviar. So
You don't deserve anything, ma'am. Nobody does. Nobody.
If you really love a woman, why you didn't her?
Oh my God.
I really don't understand. Is there some special with your penis?
Oh my God.
Why don't you my mom? Why?
What is happening?
This is for the girl who talked to me every day for 2.5 months, told me that I made her feel safe and that I was easy to like, but then when I had a bad week at work and didn't want to talk about it, and you made me talk about it to the point where I was crying, only to then immediately switch up the conversation to say we should just be friends, ghost me for a week, and then blocked me without ever giving me a reason why.
Yeah, my guy, because you're too feminine. Just look at how you look. What's up with those glasses? I bet you're a liberal. Women want masculine guys. Women want stoic guys. They don't want men like him. I can't even call him a man because he's not a man. Just look at how he is. So
the universe says the reason you want it so much is because
the universe doesn't care about you. The universe doesn't have feelings, one way or the other. It's so stupid. We're going to skip this video.
Ever just think about the fact that the worst person you know is probably in therapy being told it's okay to be selfish, or like, you know, being encouraged to love themselves even more than they
So basically like the majority of women on TikTok.
They already do.
Don't ask a fish how to get fish, ask the fisherman. I need someone to explain this to me properly, because in my mind, you would ask the fish.
Of course, ma'am, because you're not logical. Women don't actually know what they want. If you ask a woman what she wants, she will tell you, oh, I want a kind guy. I want a guy that is emotionally intelligent. No, they don't. They like the bad boys, the toxic guys. The guys that they can't have. The guys that are detached. The ones that are stoic, the ones that have boundaries, not the simps that do everything they tell them.
This girl I know just posted her 2025 New Year's resolutions, and the first thing on her list is putting myself first. And I just gotta say, you don't need to do that. Actually, I've known you for over 10 years now, and you've been doing that. You're good. I remember this one time, it was your friend's birthday dinner, and you made them change the restaurant where they wanted to have their birthday dinner because you didn't like the menu. So maybe let's not put ourselves even more in front of others. Maybe let's work on some self-awareness in the new year. That could be a good one.
I saw a viral tweet yesterday. It was someone Googling, my wife is yelling at me, what should I do? And then my husband is yelling at me, what should I do? When they Googled, my husband is yelling at me, what should I do? Domestic violence helpline comes up as like a Google pop-up. When you Google, my wife is yelling at me, what should I do? Nothing comes up.
I have a question for the boys. If you go over to a girl's house.
When she says for the boys, it's clear she doesn't like men.
And, you know, you go to her bed and you see a stuffed animal that she sleeps with every night. Would you run? Because if I had to choose between you or him, he's always gonna win.
I told you she doesn't like men.
The fact about guys, we don't want to do anything. And women want to do things. We're going to go apple picking. We're going to go to brunch. We don't want to do any of that. We'll do it to be nice, but just know that none of us want to do it. I used to go out with this girl, and I would fly in from a gig. Let's say my flight landed at 4. She'd be like, when do you fly in? And I go, oh, I fly in at 7. She'd be like, oh, all right, I'll come over at 7 and we'll hang out. But I needed those 3 hours to just fart, shit, decompress, unpack, watch a fucking TV show. So I would lie to her just to get myself a little charge up time. I would open the door and be like, what are we doing today? It's Sunday. Let's go out. I was like, I want to kill myself. So no guy wants to do anything. We'll do it, but we don't want to.
A date tonight with a 21-year-old. And for the record, I am 29, about to turn 30 in a couple weeks. For a little backstory, I saw this man at the bar a few weeks ago, and I was in peak gremlin mode of drunkenness, so I cannot fathom or remember what I was saying to him that gave him the desire to ask me on a date.
Ma'am, he's just a simp, that's it. He likes the way you look, that's it. What can be attractive about a woman that is so drunk that she can't even remember what she said? Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm sure most of you will say, well, she's very good looking. Let me just show you how she looks without any makeup on.
Okay, I just, I'm on the verge of a...
This is why I tell you guys, check for filters, check for makeup, and then see if she has red flags. Why would you want to have a relationship with a woman that when you met her was so drunk that she can't even remember what she talked to you? Why? It's just because you're a big simp, that's it.
I'm sorry, what are you saying now?
I was asking about your New Year's resolution, and I said that mine was that I'm going to put a quarter in the jar every single day for the next year, which is 365 days. And at the end of the year, I'm going to have over $10,000. A quarter a day. That's all it takes.
Okay. Just let me ask you guys, whose fault is it? It's the guy's fault. Why would you marry a woman like this? Why? I don't get it. I don't care how good she looks. Looks aren't everything.
Okay, so last night I was hanging out at my situationship's house, and we were laying on the couch watching TV, and he said, you know, I don't think I've ever been in love before. All right. He says,
Red flag.
and I don't know if I'm capable of being in love.
Another red flag from the start.
Okay. He said, but if I ever had to be stranded on a deserted island with someone, he said, I would pick you. I said, really? Why is that? He said, because we just get along, and he's like, and I feel like in a survival situation, he's like, you seem like the kind of chick who would be able to build some shit with your hands. You'd really be able to step up to the plate, you know?
Yeah, man, that's why he's not in a relationship with you. He's just in a situationship with you.
The problem when you're dating in your 30s is the men who on dating apps say that they want children, they are so serious about the fact that they want children, and it is like you go on a date with them and you're a fucking brooding mare. You are, is this somebody that I can stick my giant baby inside of? You're not a person, okay? You are a vessel for their DNA, and the way that they look at you, where it's like, is this somebody who's gonna be able to raise my babies?
What is wrong with that? If a guy wants marriage and kids and that's his priority, that's what he will look for in women. Can you be a good mother to my children? If not, I'm going to pass. I don't get it. What's wrong with that?
Well, I don't want your fucking babies, okay? I want a partner, and that is why I'm going on dates.
Okay, so you don't want an actual man, you want a partner. Another liberal. We're just going to skip this video because you can't reason with people like this. You can't, because they will never see the point of view from a man, especially a more conservative man, a more traditional man. They will never understand.
I don't want to be part of the Girls Club. I don't want to be part of the Women Supporting Women's Club. No, there are too many women on this app that are like, if my husband leaves to go to the mall today to pick me out a Christmas gift, I'm gonna be livid. Like, girl, excuse me, what? I've only been consistently posting on this app since July, and I'm grateful for the followers that I have. But let me fucking tell you something. Have we learned nothing? Men and women are two different genders. They are two different people, two different mindsets. Men do not think the same way that women do. They are procrastinators to the core. Men are providers. That is what they do. They are not planners, okay? They are not like moms that will have everything down to the T.
Okay, so they're angry that the guy didn't get the gift in advance, like 2 weeks before. And if they go on the same day to get them a gift, they are angry. Just think about how stupid that is, guys. You still get a gift. Why are you angry? Why does it matter when he bought it?
When can we get back to this reality and just be grateful? He's going out today. He's going to buy you something. What day does it matter as long as he's not going out Christmas morning? And even if he were, he's putting in the fucking effort that he is able to put in. This is what is wrong with society, and this is what is wrong with women, and why I am not a woman that supports women.
So are older women dating younger guys because guys our own age don't ask us out? Let's get into it. I've been single and in the dating pool for about 5 years, and I've often been frustrated and wondered why certain men wouldn't ask me out or why certain matches weren't happening for me.
Ma'am, from the start, no hate. I don't care about you or your life or whatever you do, but from the start, for me, I couldn't be with a woman like this just from the way that she talks, the vocal fry, her accent, everything like that. I couldn't stand it. But that's just me.
So I've thought about it a bit, and I have theories. First, I'm just going to have to say that older men may not have quite the same drive as the younger guys. Testosterone levels have fallen, and they're just simply maybe not as motivated to get out there and...
No, ma'am, that's not it. Guys your age want younger women, that's all.
Make connections happen. Also in midlife, a lot of these men are going to be divorced. And as you may have heard, about 70% of divorces now are initiated by women.
Yeah.
So I think very often these men have been slightly burned by a marriage failing,
Sure.
and they feel like they don't have the interest and money and energy to get back out there into the dating world. But I think maybe the biggest reason is that many women have taken really good care of themselves. They're doing things whatever they can to look good, feel good. And they are picky about the men that they're wanting to date. The men that they find very desirable often are getting a lot of attention from a number of women. And of course,
And from younger women. And they go for the younger women. That's why guys her age don't ask her out.
of course, again, you're going to get the wide age range, and they have the ability to go out with a number of women, and especially focus on younger women also.
Yeah.
So as the most desirable midlife men are removed from the midlife dating pool that I'm swimming in, that's starting to lead to older women looking to younger men to fill the gap.
Yes, but those men just want to smash. They don't want to marry you. That's the problem.
I see so many people who have jobs, even have girlfriends, boyfriends,
Okay.
have friends, and they feel so incredibly lonely. So what happens when we are externally focused, right? So if I'm lonely, like I need to put myself out there. So what I'm going to do is transform myself. And this is where it's so interesting because a lot of the guidance we give people helps in some way, but actually worsens the problem. So if I'm lonely, I'm going to focus on my social skills. I'm going to get a good haircut. I'm going to learn how to dress. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to become professionally successful. And now I've become something that I can be proud of. And now that I've become something that I can be proud of, I'm going to go interact with other people and look at they're going to love me because now I'm sexy and I'm successful and I know how to talk to people and I'm going to, talk to them in this way and I'm going to do eye contact and
Why did he all of a sudden make an Indian accent?
I'm going to do all of the things
Why are you doing that accent?
to connect with you, to make you like me, right? See, now you're laughing, so now I feel okay because now I know, Steven's laughing. He likes me. I'm likable. So what we actually do is we create a false version of ourselves for people to love. And that's what really screws us because they don't fall in love with us. They don't like us. They don't like the broken, pathetic kid that I used to be. They like this glossy, polished version. And that creates a fundamental loneliness. We think that forming all of these connections will help our loneliness, where oftentimes it creates the opposite effect, where now what they love is a version of me, not the real me. And now the problem is they love this polished version. What happens if I show them the ugly version? They won't accept me. I can never show it to them.
Can we seriously get a conversation started in these comments about the fact that men out here of all ages, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, literally men of all ages, can talk to as many girls as they want, fuck around with as many girls as they want, be flirting with as many girls as they want, and just living their best lives, literally doing what they want.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, man, but women do the same thing, so what's wrong? I don't get it.
respect, do what you want, baby. But why can I not do it back to you? You do that back to a man, and you treat him like what it is, just a casual this, that, and the other, and you're like, just because I'm talking to you don't mean you own me, baby. They cannot stand it. They can't take it.
So this is a very easy one. You court them then. You approach the men, you make the plans, you make the dates, you execute the dates, you pay for all the dates. You have to court the man, and you put in all that effort to impress them, then sure, go do your thing. Okay?
I don't really agree with this. Women do the same thing, and most women don't even care what the man thinks. And the guys that you're talking to, that you say that are talking to 10 women, those are players. Normal guys can't talk to 10 women at once. Usually they just talk to you, so they want you to talk just to them. The guys that you're talking to, ma'am, are the bad guys, are the chads. Of course, those guys don't care about you. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.